Max Verstappen won a thrilling wet Sao Paulo Grand Prix from 17th on the grid to move to the brink of a fourth successive world title as title rival Lando Norris faltered from pole. Verstappen produced a sublime display of driving to surge through the field during a chaotic contest which featured a red flag and two safety car interruptions, ending a 10-race winless streak that stretched back to June's Spanish Grand Prix, with pole sitter Norris ultimately finishing sixth after a questionable call to pit as rain intensified was compounded by two significant driver errors at later restart. Verstappen extended his championship lead from 62 to 86 points. With just that amount of points remaining for the remainder of the season. Verstappen can seal the title by Las Vegas in 3 weeks' time, simply finishing the race ahead of Norris, who now needs to take more than 20 points per race for remaining out of the Dutchman. Starting P17, I knew it would be a very tough race. We stayed out of trouble and made the right calls, stayed calm when we were flying. All of these things together, it's unbelievable to win from so far back on the grid. Ocon and Gasly followed Verstappen home to secure a stunning double podium for Alpine, catapulting them from 9th to 6th in the championship. Russell, the man who overtook Norris to take the lead at the first corner, but botched his chance of victory by pitting at the same time as his compatriot, took 4th from Mercedes ahead of Charles Leclerc. Despite their inevitable disappointments, Norris title bid fading, McLaren were able to marginally extend their championship lead over Ferrari to 36 points as Oscar Piastri took 8th. Another pointless outing for Verstappen's teammate Sergio Perez left Red Bull 49 points adrift to McLaren and unable to extend their Constructors' Championship streak, you'd imagine now. Tsunoda took 7th and RB teammate Liam Lawson 9th to leave Red Bull Junior scored 5 points behind Alpine in the Constructors' Championship. Lewis Hamilton rounded out points after a miserable weekend for the 7-time world champion. Norris drove most of the race knowing he would be investigated afterwards for pulling away wrongly on the grid after Lance Stroll's formation lap crash resulting in an aborted start. Norris and McLaren confused and aborted start, which sees cars wait on the grid and McLaren's return for an instruction to carry out an formation lap and pulled away. Norris and Russell, who were also on the front row, each received a reprimand and a fine of £5,000 for their errors. Tsunoda and Lawson were investigated but cleared on the account of having merely followed cars in front. Following a separate investigation, Russell, along with teammate Hamilton, avoided a sporting penalty after Mercedes breached the regulations by changing tyre pressures at the start. But Verstappen's turnaround was made all the more dramatic by the fact it was a pretty disastrous qualifying session for the Dutchman had taken place on Sunday after its bestowing following a downfall on Saturday. Norris appeared extremely well set to make further inroads into his rival, having already won Saturday's sprint before the rain to reduce Verstappen's advantage to 44 points. A chaotic wet qualifying saw Norris escape an early elimination narrowly before Verstappen was unable to get through Q2 and 12th place came 17th due to, of course, the engine penalty he had to serve. The race was moved 90 minutes earlier in the hope of avoiding the worst of Sunday's forecast, but things began to unravel for Norris before the lights had even gone to signal start of the race. Perhaps unsettled by the aborted start, Norris was unable to fend Russell off he remained stuck behind the Mercedes. In contrast, Verstappen gained 6 places and soon passed Hamilton and Piastri, etc., before being held behind Leclerc. This enabled Russell and Norris to extend their advantage, but it would change dramatically when Nico Hulkenberg spun, causing a VSC. McLaren and Mercedes then made a surprising decision to pit just as the VSC expired, and it was later which left Ocon, Verstappen and Gasly at the end of the field when the increasingly worn tyres had started on. Then it was a safety car and a red flag, and Colapinto's big crash triggered a red flag. This gave the teams a chance to change their tyres with no cost, and Norris saying it was just unlucky. They got lucky on the rule change today. It benefited then, it could have benefited us, etc. Max drove well but he got lucky, is what he said. Probably a bit disingenuous, but when it resumed, Ocon was able to keep Verstappen at bay, but another safety car when Carlos Sainz crashed his Ferrari triggered another one, and Norris made another mistake, this time dropping behind Leclerc and teammate Piastri, who had let him through following a team order. Verstappen in the end was able to get past Ocon and won by a pretty comfortable margin. Moving on into the results for the Brazilian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen, just absolute peak Verstappen, an incredible job from him, and it's all but sealed his 4th crown, unbelievable. Alpine, I think they said on the TV, £50 million worth of difference that could be jumping up 3 places in the Constructors' Championship, an absolutely amazing job by them. Russell 4th, he'll be pleased with that, but also frustrated, wondering what could have happened if he didn't cut under the safety car. I think Leclerc 5th and Norris 6th. Leclerc probably pleased to get ahead of Norris, but for for Norris, yeah, the day his title kind of died. Even he did get unlucky at the same time. But yeah, for me, just a few little errors for Norris today, and that's cost him. Sonoda as well, I think, will be frustrated with that red flag. Similar story as well for someone who drives behind Piastri Lawson. Piastri obviously having that incident with Lawson, etc., etc. Arby will be wondering what could have been, because yeah, they did lose out on a few points then. That could be costly, of course, with Alpine leapfrogging them. Hamilton tenth, at least he got a point to round off a miserable weekend, and at least got to drive that incredible car with Senna. That was amazing to watch. But yeah, except for that, an awful day for Hamilton. Perez 11th, still not getting points. Yeah, not good enough for Perez really. Bierman 12th, yeah, he had a few incidents. He got to the checker, I guess. But yeah, quite a few incidents for Bierman today. He'll learn a lot from that. Bottas 13th, he got to the end, but still that kicks out was too slow to take any advantage. Similar story for Zhou, and yeah, really tough day for Alonso too. And then Sainz, Colapinto, yeah, Hulkenberg, Albon, Stroll, obviously all having crashes in qualifying and race. Stroll was particularly laughable, but yeah, just them for that, really frustrating. Just couldn't take advantage of the conditions. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.